I don't know how to say this, guys. I messed up. What is going on? Carter here with Edge Mindset. I opened this box without you guys here. I was too excited to check it out. I thought, you know what? I don't have to do an unboxing on every single video. And so I just opened it up, and then I immediately felt that ping of regret. I didn't share it with all of my knife friends on YouTube. So here I am, shortly after unboxing this knife, doing a quick video on it. I want you guys to see it. I want to share it with you. By the way, I'm wearing gloves, not to protect the knife, not because I'm a Nancy Pants sissy boy. Listen, I'm human. I have problems. I have bad habits. When I get nervous and stressed out, which is what's going on in my life right now, I chew on my fingers. They get all gross and bloody, and nobody wants to see that. I don't want to see it. It's distracting to me, and I live with it. So I'm wearing gloves, so you don't have to see it. Now that that's out of the way, it's not for the knife. It's not to protect the knife. It's to protect your eyes and the comments about him. So, yeah, I got another Steider Mick Steider custom. This one is a user, though, baby. This one is a user, and I really wanted to point out how cool this guy was. Awesome deal on this knife. He threw in this killer pouch, and look at this rubber patch. This is one of the cooler Steider patches that I've gotten, and I got it with this knife here. One of the coolest things about getting into Steiders is collecting all of the paraphernalia, because it's hard to come by. These don't just get made all over the place. You can't just go to Blade HQ and buy a couple of those and throw them in your cart. So here it is. Let's open this baby up. No reason to make it last any longer. This is an SNG. It's built on a performance frame, and look at that nightmare grind. Look how high and deep that is. It is really thin behind the edge, especially back there. Of course, it gets thicker towards the tip there. It's kind of like a Hitatsu Tanto point thing going on both sides. Absolutely beautiful, symmetrical grinds on both sides. Really, really cool. I had a SNG that had a similar type grind on it with this nice, look how deep that is. This nice deep grind, although the one I had before, is this a fatty? Hold on. It is a fatty. It is a fatty, I didn't even know. So what is a fatty? It's basically an SNG, which is the smaller sized main Steider knife, but it has the full thickness of an SMF blade. So you can see there how the blade is much thicker than a standard SNG. That's cool. That's very cool. And that's why he was able to get this grind so deep in there, because he had more material to work with. I also want to show off my nice Pete Gray lock bar stabilizer here in green G10 to match the other side. Gotta love that. I actually threw on a titanium one on this. This came with the normal silver disc when I first opened it up, and I threw that one on there. I don't know what the steel is on this bad boy. You know, regardless of what the steel is, I know it is something good. So this is really cool because it's got some marks on it, right? It's got some dings on it. It's been carried, not abused and not heavily. But, you know, I'm going to throw this in my pocket, and this is going to be my carry Mick Steider custom. Yes, I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to throw it in my pocket. Now, I've carried my custom Steiders before. Absolutely. I carry just about every knife I've ever owned. However, the extent of that carry, right? It's usually like special occasions. Hey, I'm going to the movies. I'm going to grab such and such knife and put it in the pocket and take some pictures and stuff. This is going to be go by the nightstand next to my keys, throw it in my pocket all the time, carry it, use it kind of knife. I've been looking for one just like this, and now I have. And now I'm extremely happy because I will not have any hesitation on carrying this knife, and being the SNG size makes it very carryable. So very, very cool. I also like how it's, you know, a little bit not too wild, right? With just the flamed frame. It's basically just the normal flamed performance SNG. And then it has the MSC black clip, which I've never had the black clip before. It looks pretty good. And then just the absolutely killer blade. The only thing that would make this more carryable and more usable would be if it just had a normal drop point blade shape. But this one just looks so wicked. I'm thinking sharpening on this I don't think it'll be too bad. You know, famous last words. I don't know. I've just got to be able to find these two angles here. The only thing that makes it tricky is how high these grinds are, because I use a clamp sharpening system, so I need some sort of flat to clamp onto. And typically on a 2-grind knife like this, I would want to find an angle up here and then find another one back here. Back here, that's easy peasy. Up here, though, is my only concern. Trying to hit this angle, I may end up in a situation where I can't quite hit it perfectly, and it's not going to be the most beautiful sharpening job, but I'll get it done. Or I can man up and just, you know, when I need to sharpen it, I can send it into somebody who's better professional than me and can handle something like this a little bit easier. But really, really cool knife. Nice little SNG custom without going too crazy and too wild in the looks department. Very happy with this. Very happy with the patch and everything else. Really stoked I was able to grab this one. So comment down below. What do you think of this custom here? I like to ask because, you know, Steiders get so much hate and love and confusion. I always wonder if there's some of these that some people like more than others, or if the Steider haters just hate all of them. Very curious to see what you guys think. Look at that. Dead nut centered on this one. That's crazy. That thing is like lasered, which is interesting because when I got it, it was quite a bit off centered. Not a big deal. Doesn't affect the knife at all. And I took it apart, cleaned it, lubed it, put it back together, and now it's dead nuts centered on that baby. Very, very cool. Man, I just love that Nightmare grind. Look how deep that is. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Perfect on both sides, like almost exactly even. Very well done, very well done. I wasn't quite sure if this was going to have some scratches on those grinds there or anything, but it looks clean. I mean, when I say user, like it just has a couple marks on the frame here in a couple of spots. A little bit down there and that one right there. Nothing on the pocket clip, which is interesting because this is usually my barometer for knife usage. Like when I'm looking at used knives and I want to get an idea of how much it's been carried, I usually look at the pocket clip to see, because that's what I always ding up. I don't know, some people are different, but man, the pocket clip is the first thing that gets screwed up when I carry knives. Pretty quickly, I'll get marks all over that pocket clip. But every once in a while, you run into knives where it has, not this one, but I've bought knives where it had way more use than I thought it did, and it has a pristine pocket clip. So I don't know if, you know, they're just different than me in how they carry, or they swapped clips, or what the deal is. What do you guys think of this blue? I don't know if I love it. I bought it, and it doesn't really go directly on anything. I kind of wish I had bought another polished zirconium and kept kind of the black and white theme. I don't typically like the dot of color type thing. Like this really has no color other than a little bit on the lasering of the MSC right there, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy.